Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Right now, we're gonna review the SNRC R3G, the graphite version. Retail for this one is $120. I got this from Shopee. It's free shipping. So the reason I got this one is for I want to try touring. The next in line in terms of the price range for this one is Tamiya TT02. Price range about 120, but that one includes the Lexan body. This one doesn't. Okay, let's talk about this. It's pre-built. It has nice component. The plastic are stiffer, stronger quality. Comes with a all aluminum shocks, and it is a front spool or a lock diff in the front. All belt driven, and the rear is open diff. All CVD bearings. And yeah, this is a absolutely a great starter for anyone who wants to start in an indoor or a flat surface racing. It comes with accessories you need like the post, the Lexan post, the tilt or the angle of your rear and front foam bumpers, extra pins. It comes with also the small adapter used for the arms. The only complaint I have is basically the servo mount. It's once you mount the servo, it's kind of close to the belt, so you need to make sure it's not rubbing on that section over there. And also, this one comes with a 48 spur and 48 pinion gear pitch. I don't like the shocks spring or the spring that's included with this kit. It's a stiff spring and it's shorter. So the adjustment you cannot make it in terms of the drop you want. So it's kind of limited because of the adjustment needed to get that tension on the spring. This kit includes the hard surface tires. That is, I think there's no form inserts. Okay, the ESC I'm using right now, it's a cheap ESC from Hobbywing 10 BL120 and a Castle Creation 3800 brushless motor censored. I'm using a Fly Sky receiver and a cheap servo. A little bit fast servo, but it's good enough for this build. Wire management is very important because the belt is basically in between the ESC and the battery. This one has a lock diff spool, so because of the limited movement of the CVT on in this cheap RC R3G, you can see there's vibration on the chassis once you're on a turning position and with a higher throttle speed. The higher end model they compensated with a better CVD design. Run, I noticed that the tires I'm using has a good grip, but on a top speed, it's kind of going to the left and right because of the ballooning effect of the tires. And I checked the suspension. There's a lot of binding on one side of the steering arms. So I need to sand the adapter a little bit so it's more smoother that way. After several test runs using the cheap replacement rubber tires, it does have a better grip. Overall, it's good enough. Using the hard tires, it's not so forgiving because of the stiffer suspension. Okay, this is going to be my summary for this RC. In terms of performance wise, it's really a good starter RC. I mean, if you're going for touring, but the downside for this one is basically if you're going to be using it for competition, you're going to go against with other higher end models like For example, this platform is by SNRC, and you're gonna go against other cheaper brands like Xpress, 3 Racing, or Sakura. But also, there's also a platform like for Tamiya, and Yokomo, and X-Ray. So it's a disadvantage for if you're gonna be going for a cheaper chassis. The only advantage is basically for that because of the price. Not like in if you're gonna get for a Tamiya TT02, you're gonna be competing with under a stock platform. Advantage basically it's you're gonna go against similar type of chassis or setup. And another thing, disadvantage is basically the cost of the parts. For example, parts for like the drive shaft or the CVD is a little bit expensive for the value of the car. Sometimes it's going to be best if you get a used or another secondary same model just to get parts from that. For example, this one I got it used. I thought I got a great deal, but it's okay. I got this about 90 or $80, so it's not that cheap. The image shows that, that this one comes with a suspension and better shocks. I'm gonna post the detail below. Cheaper, and also this one comes with a stabilizer bar. I don't know if you can see it. There's a stabilizer bar. So the used version, I just moved it to the my current chassis. Okay, and this one has a 64p gear. The bottom part is really in bad shape because they have something underneath to protect it. And once I removed it, it's really scary. So what's the use of the protection? Okay, belts are exposed because of they want it to be lightweight, but any dirt goes through those gears underneath the gears, it will get stuck and they will build up, and there's a chance the belt will jump gears or flip on the opposite side like this. Okay, I don't know if you can see it that there's a damage in my diff gear plastic. There's a built up of dirt. You can see in the video I'm using this in a clean surface. It's more like a parking lot, so it's more cleaner than normal. So anything that get caught in between those gears, there's a chance you might damage either the belt or the gear itself, the plastic gearing. It's really different. I think this is a great car if you're just gonna be starting up. It's a good replacement for a beginner's kit. You're gonna get better parts, stronger plastic. There's several aluminum parts you're gonna get, but value of this vehicle, anything from the higher end X-ray to Yokomo to Techno, whatever, the higher end of Tamiya, you can every year there's a new model. So most of the high level drivers, they always sell their chassis because they need to be one step ahead of the competitors. So if you're looking in the marketplace, sometimes you can get a better deal. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.